about everything I'm figuring out and doing. Tomorrow I have, I believe, the final interview with HXP, like a humanitarian trip thing over the summer, and I feel like really calm about it. Like, I'd rather try to present myself authentically in person than authentically on paper or through a video. And then I feel like if I don't get the job or whatever, it's not even a job, the volunteer position, then I will have done everything I could because I showed up as myself. So I don't feel like particularly stressed about it because of that reason. I still want to do well though, and I also I'm not looking forward to feeling awkwardness. If it feels awkward, like, because I might feel weird if I can tell that other people are feeling weird that I'm like interviewing with, but I just need to not, I just need to focus on the person interviewing me, well, and them, because I'm pretty sure they watch how you interact with other people. So yeah, I just need to remember to just literally the classic just be yourself message. And I have some other stuff in the works that like I need to be accepted to, and like other like applications for like internship singular and job singular that I'm excited to hear back from, and I think I'll know more by tomorrow. There's this organization in Salt Lake that works with refugees that I have an interview with the main lady just to like find out more about volunteering and interning for them, which is my plan and goal. And I'm still going to therapy, and this last week was heavy. Stuff with my family is hard, and it makes therapy hard. And I just hope is like so essential in therapy, hoping that you won't always feel the way you do, hoping that you can find healing, hoping that it won't always, not everything will be how it currently is always. I don't know if I'm saying that well, but this weekend I went with a bunch of friends to visit my grandparents in southern Utah. It was super, super, super fun. Great group of people. More fun than the last time I went with friends. Haha. So it was great. And on Sunday, something really struck me thinking about Jesus in church. I was just thinking, the bravest thing that I could do is trust that He has the power to heal me. And then I wrote down and trust that like I can have miraculous healing. And then I wrote a list of all the miraculous healing that I know He has done, or that I've read about Him doing, like healing the blind and the deaf. Okay, 1 second. I was just kind of thinking like, it's scary to ask for that type of healing. But to be completely honest, like the healing I need is specifically with the relationship with my mom, and just like my childhood stuff. The healing I need feels impossible. Feels like, for me, if that was healed, it would feel like for me the same par as like a blind person receiving their sight, because right now it feels so impossible. Feels like Mount Everest, frankly. And so the bravest thing I could do is trust that He could heal me too. and that, yeah, I'm not some like special case where it's too much or too hard for him to do. And it, I think sometimes I kind of not consciously feel as though I'm just beyond his reach, you know, like he can reach so far and so wide, but like my situation is just beyond his reach. Like miraculous healing isn't something that I get. But I realize I do, and I don't have to just like have miraculous healing tomorrow. I just need to trust that like it can happen to me. And then it just, I don't know, this thought just really filled me with hope on Sunday. And usually, and by usually, that, I mean always, that is what Jesus is and does for me. Is I very much like in the Alma 36, where Alma like caught hold upon this thought of Jesus, and he just started to be filled with this like the best feeling he had ever had. It was as good as his pain had been. I feel like I have many versions of that in my low moments. I'll be like, oh, wait a second. There is someone who beyond my ability to understand can heal me. Like, and I think sometimes I limit how much he can heal me to my understanding of his healing. I'm like, oh, I've seen him heal this far and wide, or to this degree, and so I assume that my understanding of how much he can heal is accurate to his limits, but it's not, and it will never be. And I think God will continue, and has many times proven me wrong in the best way. When I think I know his limits, he proves me wrong. Yeah. So these are my thoughts. And as a human, just because I know these things or have felt them, at least for a moment, it doesn't mean I just stick to that thought and feeling and I just am gung-ho the whole way. But God is so patient in letting me just remember, and he sends me reminders because he knows I'll forget, and I just strive to remember. So my life feels like it's in commotion a bit. Like maybe from a third person perspective it looks calm, but because of the therapy I'm choosing to do and what I'm focusing on in there, it's like I'm a sock being turned right side out for the first time ever in certain ways, and it's deeply uncomfortable, and I have to face it every single day. It's not something I can avoid or be distracted from because of other choices I made, good ones, but just it doesn't allow me to be distracted. I'm facing head on my healing. And so despite like this commotion in my life and this like kind of unsettledness, I guess, that emotionally I won't have right now, when I think of Jesus and I remember that he's real and that he's bigger than anything in my life, I can kind of sit back in this really peaceful mental chair and just know that I don't have to fully understand, I don't have to solve, I don't have to be enough, I don't have to be more, I don't have to be less, but he just is, and therefore I will be okay. And I can be okay now with this kind of like divine peace that he offers me. So thanks at me for listening to at me, but that really helped explaining that and putting that to words. I love Jesus and he loves me. It's great. We're in this together. I'm gonna put this really cute video of cows from the other day now. Hi cows. goes.
What are you gonna produce? Ribeyes and burgers.
Oh my gosh.
I can see it.